Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a balling on the budget in a way series. Well, not in a way. This is definitely a balling on the budget series. Today's video is going to be my holy grail makeup, but only products that are $5 and under. So these are my favorite drugstore products. I have a ton of them, but some of them actually can get up to like $14, $15. And then these are $5 and under. So these are super affordable, low cost drugstore products that I absolutely adore. So this video is not going to be like a first impressions. I've tried all these products and I love them so much. You guys seem to love my drugstore videos, so I want to continue doing them for you. I hope you guys are excited. So, and girl, we got a giveaway in today's video. It's been a while since I've done a giveaway for you guys on my YouTube channel. So I am picking 5 winners. I have filled 5 boxes packed full of all kinds of makeup and skincare, and I am giving it away to you. So it is always super easy to enter my giveaways. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and leave 1 comment down below, and girl, that's literally it. That is all that you have to do. So if you're already subscribing and you're already commenting on my videos, or this video specifically, then girl, you're already entered. It's that easy, and that's all you gotta do. I love you guys. Subscribe before you leave. Subscribe before you leave. American Idol, here I come. All right, let's jump right into this video. Oh my God, how did I not pick a facial primer? Lord Jesus, I did pick one. It's over here. Let me get it. Okay, we're gonna start off with some primer, and this one is by Essence Beauty. Now, if you haven't seen my full face of Essence makeup, it's a super affordable makeup brand, and I encourage you to watch that video. I can link it down below because it talks more about affordable makeup. So this one is the Pink Clay Glow Boosting Pore Minimizing Primer. I was a little bit iffy about it whenever I got it. It's like pearlescent, if you can tell, but I ended up loving it. My sign back there, I feel like it's a little bit crooked. Oh well. If you have OCD, you might be a little bit annoyed by my sign, and I do apologize. I try to set it up myself. Ty is at the gym this morning, so I didn't get his help. So my background's a little messed up. With that being said and done, for foundation, now foundations at the drugstore, the prices have gone up a little bit. So I had a little bit of a hard time being like, okay, but what is one that I've used time and time again that's $5 and under? And it just limited itself down to the Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus. I've used this one for a long time. I like it a lot. Wet n Wild has a ton of great products. This is just it, my little honey bunny, and I use it in beige cream. We're gonna spackle the paint on the cake, the face. My face is not the cake. We don't want the cake face, or do we? Okay, I've actually had this one for way too long. I probably need to get rid of it. It's probably a little bit expired. I'm gonna be using, I looked at the brush because I didn't know what this brush was. I'm like, let me read what brush I'm using. Girl, it's the M6. I'm using the M6 brush from Morphe. See how this shade is like identical to my skin tone? And this foundation brush is the bomb. Just like rubs it in. I really don't get brush strokes from this brush. I always drag it down my neck a little bit. This foundation can be built up to full coverage. I think it starts out kind of as medium coverage, but it can be built up. And I just love the way it wears. It already looks really beautiful with this primer on. It's like a little bit dewy. Okie dokie, we have our foundation on. Next for concealer, I actually have 2 that I picked out. So the NYX HD, this one's around $4.99. It depends on where you buy it. I find that you can get your drugstore makeup the cheapest at Walmart or like Dollar General, but like CVS and Target, the price is, and Ulta, it's a little bit more, not much more, but it is a couple dollars more. So I suggest going to Walmart for these products. Hashtag not sponsored. Why is that a hashtag? I don't know. That was weird. But I also tried out a long time ago this Broadway concealer. It's by Broadway Colors, and I got it. It's the Dark Circle Concealer, and I picked it up in my Dollar General video, and it freaked me out like how good it was. I was like, oh. I haven't used it in a long time, and it just, I squirted out too much. But I haven't used it in a long time, and it did such a good job. I kind of want to go back to it. But the NYX one I've used in like several videos, so I just want to keep switching things up. Looks like I put white out on my eye, but I promise it's good stuff. So, all right, so now I'm just going to blend it out. This is the little brush that's so good to blend out your concealers with. Dab it out so we don't get any brush strokes. You can always swipe things out, like that's not a big deal, and it's not like you shouldn't do that, but you can always go back if you get the brush strokes and just tap, and honestly it gets rid of them so fast, so you're like, look at a little airbrush. Do you see how like brightening and pretty this concealer is? I hope they still sell it. TBH, I didn't see it online, but I did see it in store in Dollar General. So I think it's more of an in-store situation. Now for powder to set everything, I've been using this one forever. This is the Stay Matte by Rimmel. It's so good. It's a nice non-flashback setting powder. This is a MAC 133S brush, kind of random, but since it's not a loose powder, I usually, if it's a loose powder, use a sponge. But since it's not today, I'm just taking this little brush here and just pressing this in, and it's seriously so pretty. Okay, moving on to bronzer. I have to talk about this Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon bronzer they came out with this summer. It's still available, and these are around $4.99. They're like $4.69, and I love them. Now, they do have like a hint of shimmer in them, so they do make you a little bit glowy, just a forewarning, but they are fabulous. Seriously, they are so good. I mean, for like $4, like that's such a good deal for such a great bronzer. I love to splurge and I love to spoil myself, and I have high-end bronzers. A lot are sent to me, but it's like if you just are not wanting to spend $36, $32 on a bronzer, $4 is just where it's at, and this one's really good. I don't know if you can tell I'm a little bit glowy through here because it just has that hint of shimmer in it, just like of shimmer, not like a of shimmer, you know what I'm saying? I don't like my bronzers to have too much shimmer in them. Oh my god, I put way too much on my lip. Guys, I saw It Chapter 2 last night. It is so scary, and like some of the things that were happening in it to like the children, which it's about scaring children, but God, it was a little much for me. Like I was like, I'm scared. But then there were some scenes where the scary scenes were kind of like funny in a sense. It has a lot of humor in it. Bill Hader's in it, which he's one of my favorite comedians of all time. Like I adored him on SNL. He has a show Barry on HBO, which to me is one of like the greatest shows ever. It's about a hitman. He's a hitman. He's from the military, and now he does hit jobs. I'm talking about Barry, by the way, right now, which I'm going to take a little bit of this powder and just clean it up a little bit. But anyways, he does hit jobs, and in the first episode of the first season, there's only 2 seasons, but his job is to do a hit on a guy who's taken a acting class. So he has to sit through the acting class, and then he gets called up on stage because they think he's auditing that acting class. And really, he's just waiting on the guy to be done with the class so he can kill him. And he falls in love with acting. So then you have this guy, the irony there, you have this guy who, you know, hides all his emotions and kills people for a living, who wants to become an actor, which is like a person where you have to just draw out all your emotions, and he ends up living like a double life. So he's like hitman by night, little actor by day. And it's a very interesting concept for a show, but it works and it's so good. So if you have HBO, watch Barry. I've like forced all my friends to watch it. I'm like, girl, just watch it. Yeah. So watch Barry. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Alrighty, my darlings. My darlings, it's Monday! I'm filming this on a Monday. Ooh, for blush, I love these so much. These are the Rimmel Maxi blushes, and one thing I like about them, they're like around the $4 range, but they're so big. Like you get so much product, it would take forever to run out of this. I'm using 01/3 base, and they're not like too pigmented. Oh, but they're pretty. But they're not too pigmented where you look like you got punched in the cheek, if that makes sense. They have like that perfect amount of pigment, and I'm just like in love with it. They're great. They're great! Like Frosted Flakes. I'm not always into blush, but today I'm in the mood, so it's happening. Okay, next up is the Wet n Wild. How long have I been using these, and how many videos have I used them in? Probably a ton. I mean, I know I have used them in a ton of videos. So good. I'm looking at my little mirror here. I mean, hi. I always put some on my chin too, because see, it gives that little bit of glow, and it's so pretty. So pretty. So what I'm gonna do now is melt all of this into my skin, and this is another product I've really just used so many times on my channel. This is the Natural Finish Setting Spray from Wet n Wild. It's $4 and some change. Oh, I forgot the mister. The mister on that thing is like a jet power stream. Feels like one of those power washers that cleans like grime off your sidewall, like. But I feel like it really sets the makeup. Seriously, look at this. It looks like high-end makeup. And not only is it drugstore, it's under $5. Okay, it's a deal. Okay, I'm going to comb out my brows. All right. For brow, I have the LA Girl Brow Pomade, and they have this at Ulta now, so it's not just on the LA Girl site. They have a ton of affordable, great products, but I'm gonna be using this one in soft brown today. It's such a great pomade, and I've had it forever, and it's still not dried out, so that's great. So we're gonna cue a little bit of music while I fill this brow in.
You want to tilt them high? You want to tilt them high? Look at you. Aren't you beautiful? Okay, okay.
You said, put me down, Mom. I'm shy. For my eyeshadow today, I have two palettes. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and I have a couple different colors in them. I think they are so pretty, and the quality of these is unreal. These are fantastic. So, again, for the 100th time, they're $4 and some change, but they're so good. So I'm going to take, let me get my brush, an R39 brush. I'm just gonna take this muted taupey tan shade, and I'm gonna blend this all in the crease. I have done a few more colorful looks using a lot of color lately. So today I actually want to do somewhat of a neutral look. I hope that's okay for you guys. So I am just blending this simple brown shade in the crease, going back and forth. And I'm using this like a little transition shade. Next, I want to take this caramely matte brown right here on the exact same brush. Just gonna tap into it. This reminds me so much of the Modern Renaissance palette. I mean, obviously you don't get quite as many shades, but it's good. It's like the same color scheme. So I'm just gonna blend that right into the crease as well. And I'm gonna show you guys kind of like my go-to makeup look. If I have an event, if I have a meeting, which I do, whatever I have going, like this is like what I actually do with my eyeshadow. And a lot of you guys have been wanting to see this anyway, so what a great opportunity to show ya. So I focus a lot of the darker brown or the medium brown in the outer corner, and then I'll take what's left on the brush and kind of push it forward a little bit. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just make sure those edges are softened up and there's no harsh lines happening. Take a little extra time blending. This is an M170 brush, and it is the tiniest little brush ever. It is so small. So what I'm going to use is a little bit of the concealer, and I'm going to carve out my crease because I have been enjoying carving out my crease a good bit. Here we go. And this little tiny brush right here is so cheap, and it's really great for like super precise work. Isn't that pretty? It kind of looks like I have a matte shadow on already, which is kind of what I do with my everyday makeup. I like a softer look, but a well put together look. Now I'm going to take this cream color. It almost looks like a matte white shade. I'm going to pop that right on top of this concealer on my lid. I have an M124 brush, and this is a matte shade, so it's a really nice, easy to use shade. It's great for the lid. I'm going to go back in with my R39 brush. I'm going to take some of that caramely brown shade. And of course, we just need to buff out and soften that edge where the light color meets the darker brown. Just like that. I love, oh, almost pulled out my hair. I love the way this looks. So now I'm going to actually take, this is the Diamond Dazzler from BH Cosmetics. These have been on clearance from their website for a long time. They used to cost a little more, but now they cost $4. So it's like a really loose pigment. It's a little flaky. You definitely want to wet it, but I packed some on my pencil brush. Then I'm going to wet it. Okay, ta-da, so we don't have any fallout. And then I'm going to pop a little bit in the inner corner. Looks like little sparkles on my eye. And I'll add just like a hair of it to my brow bone. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of this gold highlighter, and I'm going to pop it onto the brow bone. I'm going to use my felt tip liner pen from e.l.f. and I'm going to do a little wing, which is what I've been into lately.
Just a little baby wing.
I really like the way that looks. This does dry just a little bit shinier than what I like, but it's still like a truly fantastic felt tip liner. For my pencil liner, I'm using this one by Rimmel. It's called the Soft Pencil, so I'm just gonna hit the waterline. And I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna go with our caramel matte and buff that across the lower lash line, but not too much. Just a little bit of color, but I have been liking to not add too much because it shows off my lower lashes a little bit more. It is time to give the lashes a little curl. They need all the help they can get, right? Ah! I promise you, if I had lashes that just stood straight up, I would never wear false lashes. I mean, I probably would still, let's be real here, but not as often. Girl, the doorbell is always ringing. Who's here? Who? I'm going to be using Worth the Hype mascara from NYX. This one is so nice. You can even see my lashes standing up. And they don't do that often. They don't just do that for anyone, okay? We're going to go ahead and hit those lower lashes. I just got it all over me. Alrighty, for lashes, now I've talked about these quite a few times. These are the Attention Seeker 661 lashes from Salon Perfect. I think the only place you can get these is at Walmart. Girl, a 1-800 number calling me? Don't. Just don't. For my lash glue, I'm going to be using the Dark Tone by Duo. I've been using this one for a little while. It's pretty gosh darn good. Pretty good. So we're going to give them a little bend-a-roosie, which makes it way easier to apply them if you're a first timer. This is a great thing to do. And I always give them, a little push upward, so that way they're not darting straight out. They kind of look up, so when I'm looking at you, they're like, hello. For lips, I have, this is the Rimmel London. I'm trying to figure out the, number 42. It is so pretty. Is that not the most pretty pale pink, gorgeous nude ever? I'm going to line my lips with the Morphe Sweet Tea Liner. This is a dupe for the MAC Strip Down, and these are so cheap. They're bomb, and the pencils are so long, so you get a ton of product. Do you guys see how pretty this is? Oh, this is a good color. So this is the number 42K. Bomb! Okie dokie artichoke, guys. This is the final look. I feel like this makeup is the most flattering on me. This is why this is my go-to makeup look. Also because it is more neutral. I feel like it just matches everything. I guess I could put my phone on silent. And I love it. Everything, like, look how great. Look, it just looks so good. And everything is not only drugstore products, it's like really affordable products. So guys, you don't have to splurge to get a great look. I adore the way this turned out, and it looks just like the makeup I wear every day, like just my day-to-day life. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Okay. Don't forget to enter the giveaway before you leave. And I will see you all in my next video. I love you so much. Bye, guys. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Also, these hair clips, in case you're wondering where they're from, if you stay to the end of the video, they're from Forever 21. I saw them at Anthropologie for $20, and I saw them at Forever 21 for like $4 for a pack of 2. So, I wasn't played. Enough. Girl, I can't find my clicker. Can't even pause the video. I'm still filming. I love short hair. Honestly, so many people, whenever I cut my hair short, they're like, girl, you're going to regret it. I feel like I've done nothing but love it more the longer I had it, you know? Okay, bye.